Good morning. Let's head up some Saturday morning yard sales. I don't have to go to Dollarama to get drinks for the movies today. Although I might have to go to Dollar Tree also because Casey wants lemonade. Got my water. Very important. Just, hammer it in there. It's not too bad. There's a little bit of a breeze. So, not too hot yet. Anyways. Yeah. So, there is a community yard sale close by. There's about I think 11 houses participating. So, we will go see what we find. Hit them up. And, yeah. So we have a couple hours because, like I said, we are going to the movies. We are going to a different cinema. We're going to Landmark because they have better show times. I'm not paying $20 extra, for D Box or IMAX because those are the ones that have the good show times. Cineplex for just a regular recliner, movie ticket, your typical regular 2D movie. The only show time was 6:20 or 9:30, and those, weren't really good. You like going in the afternoon, around 1 or, 3, right? So yeah, and it'll be really strange going to a different one, but this one used to be another cinema, Silver City, and so it's gonna be really weird because I spent a lot of my younger days at that theater. Yeah, I did. Went on some dates there, so yeah. Yep. Yeah, that was the movie theater we would always go to, and now it's a different one, Landmark. I've seen pictures online. It looks really nice, but it's just gonna be just really bizarre, yeah. Anyways, let's go see what treasures we find, and yeah, just have fun and just no dilly-dallying.
It looks smaller than Lily's, and Lily's is a 7. I found out Lily's.
Alright, first one is a bust. There's supposed to be another one on the street, but I drove by the address and they're not set up. So it could be the weather because it is cloudy and we were supposed to get 20% rain, but it's holding off. And right now the sun is trying to come out. So I'm guessing if, because there's a list of the houses and their addresses. So I'm guessing if there's one or two that are not out, that's probably why. Yeah, but that one was a bust, and I did drive by the first one I saw because that one has already had a yard sale this season, and it kind of looked like the same stuff, so it's yeah, no, that's a pass. So, let's see if we find another one.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How's it going?
Not bad, how about you?
It's getting warm.
Yeah.
It's not raining, so I'm not gonna do my Sundance. Come on, son. Oh, we need a poo fan.
Oh yeah, I have nowhere to put it though.
Morning.
The infant ones where you sit back, it's for when you're young kid.
Did yours little one like that? It's too loud. Get up and...
I can tell you mine never slept with me. It was always a plaything.
Are all the clothes large though?
Cute. We are just striking out so far. Oh, that is like a 6-1. There is another one, but it's just one of those drive-by. Not worth getting out of car yard sales, so yeah. Okay, just I'm not seeing anything that I need or want. Yeah. I know I don't have room for that in the poo picture. And it was only $1, but yeah, I don't have room. And I wasn't like really, you know, in love with that. You know, it was cute, but yeah. Yeah, all right, well, let's see if I find another one. Okay, found our next one. The one that I looked for before this, I couldn't find it. So they did not set up. Okay, it is starting to spit. Not too bad though. It's still clear skies, which is, you know, confusing. Okay, so I got a couple of DVDs only because I need them for my set, my collection. And she wanted like $6 for 2, and I'm like, you do know they're just DVDs, right? Like, so she went down to $5. Like, okay, if I didn't need them, I would just have left them and watch. I'm going to find them when I go thrifting or something. And I took pictures of the other 2 on my phone because I knew I was going to forget. So thank goodness for past Stephanie that did that. But Revenge of the Pink Panther and the Pink Panther strikes again. So set complete, yeah. And I love Peter Sellers. You know, the newer one they did is just no. You know, no. It's not good. Like, you can't replace him, okay? He was meant for Inspector Clouseau, okay? He was meant for that role. And oh, what's his name that did it? Oh my gosh, I can picture him. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Steve Martin. I wanted to say, even though I knew it wasn't the right answer, but the only, like, I could picture him, but the only name I could think of was Martin Short, and it's like, no, that's not it, you know? That's the wrong Martin. So Steve Martin. Yeah, you know, those ones just, yeah, they should never have been remade. Like, but yeah, I'm gonna see if I find any more, but this might be it. At least I got something, you know, even though it's like, they should have been like maybe $1 each, you know, but that's okay. I know, because like, what, the other 2 I found, I can't remember. Did I find those at a yard sale or thrift store? Yeah. could have been a yard sale. I don't come across them very often at, you know, thrift stores. So, they had a whole set of Monty Python. I don't think I love Monty Python too, but I don't think I would watch that on DVD. I don't know, you know. The movies, yes, but I can just, you know, Amazon Fire Stick, find it on there, yeah. Because if these were like $5 for two, what would be the whole set? I'm afraid to ask. That's why I didn't want to ask. So anyways, on to the next one. Cute. Ooh, for sale, $10 though.
Where the pearl came out of. Oh. Oh my gosh. You know the only.
Those signs are selling so hot. So well.
What signs, huh?
Melissa's signs. They sell so good.
What the freak, Bob? Bro.
Have it. Oh, that's so silly. Oh, brand new. I may have that one. Alright, last two yard sales, I hit jackpot. I might have been striking out at the beginning of this yard sale video, but I made a home run at the end. But before we get to what I found, I need to grab what we need at Dollarama. And the hubby called me when I was filming, so I figured when I was here I'd call him back, which is what I did. He wants me to get batteries for the Amazon Control, because we're always running out of those. And Canada Dry, which will be at Dollar Tree, which I have to go to Dollar Tree because Casey wants lemonade. I don't think Dollarama has lemonade, and I was taking a drink of my water, and can't take me out anywhere. No, you can't. Alright, it's gonna be really quick. In and out. In a jiffy. Okay. I need licorice. Get 2 of those. And let's see. I think the candy at No Frills I think will be good enough. Yeah. Okay, meant to be. I was looking for these if they had them, and look at, there's 2 left. Now I know they're smaller, but they're actually perfect for the movies. And I'm not going to Walmart right now. I don't have time for Walmart, so this works. Last 2. I also noticed they have Shack Delicious. $2.50, but those are not good gummies. No, they're not. Shack need to stick to basketball. Never mind. There's a whole end cap of them. Oh, in that case, I'm grabbing one for myself. Okay, so mission accomplished. I'm just at Dollar Tree. It just came out. A Dollar Tree. Got 2 Gatorades. I am not okay. I obviously did not have enough caffeine. It's the heat. 2 ginger ale. Not sure why it's a Gatorade. Your guess is as good as mine. And lemonade for Casey. I got him 2. We'll probably just bring 1 to the movies, just because these are so small, 355 millimeters. You know, so I like to keep it fair. And like, I got Henry and myself an Orange Crush. I usually get Henry this because it's what he wants, and I decided to get one for myself also because my dad, he's been having Orange Crush at the hospital, so that made me want some. Yeah, I usually get Mountain Dew, but they didn't have a great selection this time. No. So, and this is like 591 millimeters. See, like, yeah. Anyway, so you saw me grab the licorice and the Nerd clusters. I think that's enough for the movies. Yeah, you know. Last time I got the big bag, but that's when I was going to Walmart. I don't really need to go to Walmart. I don't really have time. So, yeah. That is that. And the licorice is cheaper at Dollarama than it is at Dollar Tree. I think Dollar Tree, I think it's like $2. So I don't know why, but yeah. Anyways, let's get to the yard sale goodies. I still have time before I have to head home and we have to head out. I don't think we'll have a problem this time. Like last time it was pouring rain and we got soaked and we had to like go around because there's construction. I went another way and totally forgot, oh yeah, there's construction, and we had to go around and it was just, yeah. Oh, and the lights were out because it rained, so it's about, I think, 4 traffic lights were out, so that kind of slows down traffic because you have to treat that like a 4-way. So, but we did get there on time. Yeah. For the popcorn bucket, we're just going to play by ear, see which one Landmark has, and if they don't have the one, you know, Casey wants one, the cheaper ones. Well, he wants a Galactus one, but I have to win a lottery for that one. Like that one is like, yeah, I know, that's like, wow, yeah, pricey. Yeah. But we'll see. We will see what they have. Just play it by ear, right? Okay, so for the yard sales, oh, and I realized for the Pink Panther, I need the first one. That's the only one I need, I think. Maybe one other one I need. But I got the majority of them, so, and I really never see them while thrifting. No. So, but you know what? I will now because I found them, right? That's how it goes all the time. Yeah. Okay. Just gotta move some of the stuff. Okay, so the very last yard, so I'll show you everything. I have no room. I spent altogether like $15. It was $5 at each one. The last two were right next to each other, so that made it convenient. And at first, I thought the first one was going to be pricey because some of them were like the games, they want like $20. So it's like, yeah, nope. That's, you know, walk away price for a used game. No. Anyways, so I did grab at the second one because it's easier for me to grab that stuff. I grabbed 4 VHS tapes, and they were, she said, $2, and then she went down to $1, and then I grabbed like a bunch of figurines, and they were $1 each, but she went down 50 cents. And I'm like, would you just take $5? Because in my head it's too hot to count, and I know it's gonna end up being more than I want to pay, you know. So she took $5. Now some of the VHS tapes I already had or I didn't want, so I didn't really look at the DVDs. It was at the end, it was getting too hot, so I just checked out the VHS tapes, and I took a quick glance and didn't see anything that popped up on the DVDs, right there, popped out. And there was like another bin of VHS tapes and maybe DVDs. It might have been a mixture. It was in a bin, but it had some cassettes, like CDs on top, and I think other DVDs on top. So, and that one said $10, and you know, I'm sure I could have like looked through it, but I didn't like doing that. And plus, you know, there's stuff, if you want people to go through your stuff, you have to make it easy for them to get to it. It was too hot to, you know, I'm like, I don't want to bother. So anyways, but I did get the Simpsons Christmas special, so yes please. 1991, that was a good year, yeah. Okay, and of course, he must have heard me talking about his name, Steve Short. Wow, I'm on a roll today. Steve Martin. Martin Short is in it, but Steve Martin, father of the bride. I'm pretty sure I don't have this one. Yeah. Now, I probably do have this one. I might, but it's new, it's sealed. If I do have it, we'll sell it on Poshmark. Muppets, Take Manhattan. Oh, I love the old Muppets. Yeah, and Frosty the Snowman. I don't have any. Like the old Disney, the Frosty or Rudolph on VHS. So, Frosty the Snowman. Yep. So that was it. Yeah. Okay, and then in the bag, okay, little bit of both for Casey and, you know, Henry. I found Marvel, and I know Once Upon a Time, okay, there's this guy, Soldier, but I don't really care about him. Once Upon a Time, these were probably pricey because they are Imaginext figurines. And oh, there's like one of stick robots. Yeah, because she said 50 cents. It's like, yeah, would you take $5? You know, and like the tapes would have been $1. So, yeah. Maybe when it's hot, it works in your favor when it's hot. Oh, and yeah, okay. I think that helps. Okay, here's another one. Oh, this one is Shredder. Okay. Okay, so we have Shredder. A little Imaginext. Henry likes to collect the Ninja Turtle figurines. These ones will be for Casey. You got Captain America, you have Thor, Hawkeye, Black Widow, and Hulk. So I know these are pricey because Imaginext toys, just the figures alone, they're pricey. And a Minecraft arm. I don't think there's a Minecraft in here though. Another one of sticky things, dinosaur. And then turtle action figures. I'm not sure from what year, but all 4 of them are here. Something else. Oh, Iron Man, late to the party. Iron Man. Yeah. So that's just garbage. Okay. Yeah, so we got Raphael. my favorite, Michelangelo, because he, you know, cracks me up. Leonardo and Donatello. No weapons. Well, he has his weapon, nunchucks, but he doesn't have his sticks. But that's okay. Yeah, so he likes collecting these. I'm not sure. Is there a year on the bottom of her foot? 2000 and, oh, is that 12? That's the year we got married. Either 2012, 2013. No, I think 2012. I think that's a 12. So yeah, so there we go. That'll be for Henry. So that was great finding that. And the jackpot, okay. I was filming and then I stopped right away. I found Goosebump bucks and I was like, I know it's a big pile, and it's like, oh my gosh, they're gonna want like $1 or more each, but she wanted 50 cents. And I was like, okay. So I was like starting to like add them up, put them in a pile, and then like see what the number came to, and then like offer her a deal off of like that number. And then she said, oh, I'll take $5. I'm like, oh, sure. So I was thinking she was just talking about like the Goosebumps that I was, you know, because Henry collects them, and whatever ones that he doesn't have, we'll put on Poshmark/eBay. But she had the other ones. She had the ones for like teenager ones, you know, Fear Street. So she put, this was all included, because I thought she just meant $5 for like all these Goosebump books, but no, she meant these also. So I'm not sure how many are in here. It's a whole box full. But yeah, these will be for Poshmark. There's quite a few of them, so these always sell well online. So yeah, there's a lot. So the hubby has his work cut out for him. They're all in here. They're like look at it's full to the top, pretty much. Yeah. I will have to like count them, and maybe I'll leave down and you know, on a screen how many there are total. I'm not sure. All I know is it's double digit. It's a lot more than I was expecting to get, because I thought she meant $5 just for these, but for these two, I'm like, great, that's a great deal. That's somebody who wants to get rid of them and doesn't really care what profit they make off of them, right? So we love that. Anyways, but yeah, that was the jackpot. I was like, yeah, sure. Yeah, like run, go, yeah, start the car. Yeah. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna go home. We have about 30 minutes, but I'm gonna have to make a potty stop because I'll be drinking water. Oh. Good cold. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, now it's time to go home, and then yeah, movies next. Yay! This is the last movie until I think SpongeBob. Yeah, we have been like, you know, because 2025 is just a year of movies. Like, it's one movie after another, and it's like they're making up, you know, during the pandemic years, right? Because there weren't a lot of movies out, and it's like they're making up for lost time, because you have all these, you know, blockbuster movies. So like we kind of had to pick and choose. There were some when we didn't see, like the Minecraft one. The boys didn't really want to see that one, which I was surprised, but it was fine. You know, I think we watched it later on, and you know, it was okay, but kind of glad we didn't see it in the theater. And then we watched, Casey and I watched Thunderbolts. That one was, it was good, but the ending was like, seriously, this is the ending? Like, seriously, this is how you defeat the bad guy? Power of friendship? Like the SpongeBob meme, friendship. You know, like, it was just, the ending wasn't what I was expecting, you know, but it was still good. It was still funny. It had its funny lines, you know, made you laugh. But I'm kind of glad we did not see that one in the theater, you know. And it was just like, seriously, this is ending? Like, you know, this is how you beat a bad guy? Yeah, because I remember seeing the previews, and the bad guy just looked really really like scary and like, okay, how are they going to beat this one? Really tough to beat. Turns out power and friendship is really powerful. So yeah, it was so good, and we'll watch it again, but it was just not an ending I was expecting, that's all. Yeah. And then the first one we saw was Captain America, and then we saw Lilo and Stitch, which is getting another one, Lilo and Stitch 2, so I'm not sure when that's coming out. Yeah, and if they're going to follow the movie or what. So, and then we saw Superman, of course, and I still have Superman on the brain, so see Fantastic Four. Yeah, I'm gonna be thinking Superman, so yeah. Yeah, so this will be it until SpongeBob, which comes out in December. You know, weather permitting, it would be nice to see that one, like especially if they're on holiday break. So yeah, that would be nice. Okay. Oh, plus the bank, our bank and our wallet gets a break. Yeah. I know. All right, so let's go. Bring everything inside and relax for a little bit, and then we'll be on the road again. Yeah, to a whole new different theater. Yeah, it's kind of exciting. Yeah, exciting, and it's just going to bring back, lots of memories. So I know. Yeah, lots of good times when it was Silver City. Yeah, really was. Okay, we are off. I had my 10-pound movie purse bag packed with all the goodness and yumminess, and yeah, we had a quick lunch, so we are all set. I actually had more time than I thought I did. I had like an hour. I thought I had like 30 minutes, you know, before we had to leave when I got home. But no, I don't know how to tell time apparently, because I had an hour. Yes, a little bit over an hour actually, before we had to, you know, skedaddle. So, all right, we're gonna head out and have a fun afternoon. All right, we have arrived.
Why not? Maybe we can get you wherever.
I want that popcorn bucket. Oh, fancy schmancy. Oh wow. It looks so different.
What is so
All the games. Oh, there's a bumblebee. Cool. Oh, and air hockey. They even have slushy machines. Wow. Yeah, so I want to get them in the shot. Oh, hey. Nice. Everything's brand spanking new. Alright. That's the Smurfs. Theater number 2. Okay, let's go with this. Play Frogger, but don't get squished. Oh, Smurfs. Thumbs down. It is raining. They didn't have any. They had plenty of Smurfs. Home sweet home, and yeah, it's time to have dinner. So yeah, no popcorn bucket. Kind of annoying. Kind of, yeah. Like I got my Superman one about 2 weeks ago. No problem. You know, but you can tell they're probably running low because there weren't too many on display. You know, and it's like we go to Cineplex after Landmark, because Landmark did not have any. They did not get any in, so it's frustrating. And I know they release merchandise like a week before the movie comes out, which makes it even more frustrating, because if you can't get to Cineplex, because Cineplex is like 30 minutes away from us, like with like all the traffic lights and all that, it takes about 30 minutes to get there. You know, we can't always get there a week before, and it's frustrating, and like, there was no buckets. So I'm going to see if I can find one online. Like I said in my last video, I don't mind paying a little bit more if I have to, if it's for his birthday gift. So I'm going to like start looking into that. But yeah, it's really annoying and frustrating. And you see Smurf stuff, and it's like, I don't care about the flipping Smurfs, okay? Like, I don't. Like, how many Smurf movies do we need? Stop making them, honestly. You know, and stop making Dr. Seuss animated movies. Like, oh my goodness. Like, that one, I saw the preview for that one again. You know, and like, they don't do live action anymore. I found this out because Dr. Seuss's widow said no more live action after seeing Cat in the Hat live action with Mike Myers, and it's like, I get it. Yeah. I understand, because that one, like, even though like we will watch it once in a while, once in a blue moon, it's not the greatest, especially after, like, you know, they did How the Grinch Stole Christmas, right? Jim Carrey, which is masterwork, right? It's a piece of work. It's a piece of art, you know, and you know, you do that, and it was just like perfection. And it was done so good. I mean, you had Ron Howard as the director, and it was like done really good. And you go from that to the Cat in the Hat with Mike Myers, and I love Mike Myers, just not dressed up as a big fluffy cat, you know. So that's why there's no more Dr. Seuss live action. It's all animated. And I saw posted online that they're doing All the Places You Can Go, that book. I think I said it wrong, but yeah, All the Places You Will Go. That book that's coming up. They posted, you know, Grande and Josh, who voiced Olaf, that's going to be animated. And it's like, Hollywood is running out of ideas for sure. Anyways, I got interrupted. Yeah, so the movie was really good. Superman is better though, but it was really good, and it was really weird being where Silver City used to be, and now it's Landmark, and it's all spiffy and shiny, you know, brand spanking new, and almost like a little bit too fancy schmancy for this girl. It really was. I didn't get to show it on film, but when we were in the theater, the first row, which is way too close for me, the very first row has like the very comfy seats, and I mean comfy, like you can lounge, okay, like that kind of seat. Like there's no, like, I'm not sure if the back of the seat goes back, but it's like, yeah, you can lounge. It's one of those, you know, pieces of furniture, and it's like, yeah, I would be falling asleep in that, okay? Like, it's a little bit too cozy. Yeah, too cozy to the point where you're going to fall asleep, and you're not going to want to get up. So, yeah, and those probably cost a lot more. Yeah, but yeah, it was, like, really nice, and, I didn't get to show it, but like, because I got told to stop filming, which was like the first time I've ever been told to stop filming, but I already got all the clips I wanted, so I was like, okay, you know, I'll stop, no big deal. But I was caught off guard, and the guy asked me if he could help me, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm looking for, like, I was wondering if you had the popcorn buckets, and he was like, oh, for the Smurfs. I'm like, no, not the Smurfs, you know, and it's like, I am so sorry, I probably came across rude, I didn't mean it to come across rude, but that's a, you know, defense mechanism, and when it's like, you're like an awkward, you know, an awkward part, yeah, you're in a situation is the word I'm looking for, and because I was like just taken aback and wasn't expecting, you know, to be like, yeah, told not to film, and like I said, no problem, but it's just like, I'm like Chandler Bing, okay, I'll make the situation feel more awkward, okay, so, but I'm so sorry to look like it was I don't want a Smurfs thing. But no, they didn't have any. But yeah, they had like all this fancy Disney plush, like Winnie the Pooh, Lion King, and they had Loungefly. They had Loungefly. Like, I do not belong here. Like, this is not my type of movie theater. They had Loungefly. I took a picture. Here, okay? Loungefly. Like, like, what the heck? Yeah, oh no, that's what I mean. It's too fancy. So I don't think we're going to be going there like often. I think because like a Cineplex, I get my scene points, so I did miss out on scene points. And Landmark doesn't have their own app. They should. You know, I like Cineplex because they have an app and you click on it and, you know, and you find your tickets. I had to go onto their website to sign in and find my tickets, and it was all there. It was all in one. You know, I did notice that it was all in one. They had to scan it just once. With Cineplex, you have to swipe, scan, swipe, scan. But I wish I did have an app so I wouldn't have to look up on their, you know, their website. So, but yeah, I think we're just gonna go there when, you know, Cineplex doesn't have short times that we like, you know, and we want to go in the afternoon and not at 6:30 at night. And the movie didn't start to like, because like after all the previews, it didn't start to like I think after 2. I was like so many previews, and the lights were still on for some previews, but then when they came to the newer previews, the lights went off. So again, it was nice. It was just a little bit, you know, on the fancy side. So anyways, I'm gonna go eat. I'll see you guys next video. Take care, be blessed, and ta-ta for now. Bye.